And look, I know firsthand how good her sense of humour is because I met her when I performed at the Royal Variety Performance. And there was a moment after, because, you know, a moment afterwards. So in the lead up to it, the producers had said to me, what are you going to talk about? And I said, oh, I'll probably make jokes about my foot. And they were like, oh, no shit.
They knew what they were booking.
Could you just not end on a song?
The producers then said, will you make any jokes about Christmas? Because it was the beginning of December. And I said, what do you mean? And they said, well, are you going home for Christmas? And I said, yes, I am. And they said, oh, you should talk about that. And I said, why? They said, well, it'll be hot, won't it? I said, yes. They went, oh, that's hilarious, do that. So I was like, OK. So my opening joke was, you know, Your Highness, Your Majesty, I'm here for a little bit, but I'm flying back to Australia tomorrow so that I can have a real Christmas, you know, where we get Santa and a suntan. That's the response it got. Nothing. Not a thing. And I was like, OK, I've got one leg. So I did all the jokes about my foot. So later, we're standing in a line, and there's this weird thing where, like, Lady Gaga is standing on this side of me. It was like Lady Gaga, me, Roy Walker, Bette Midler. It was
What, a game of Snog, Marry, Avoid Pay?
What a lineup! You had Lady Gaga. I did the Royal Variety Performance.
Yeah.
It was me, Judy Love,
yeah.
James Blunt, and some German strongman. What fucking duffy era I was in.
So the Queen came round and, you know, shakes everyone's hand, and she shook my hand, and she did this thing where she shook Lady Gaga's hand and then looked at me, and then came to me and shook my hand and looked ahead, and then she looked at me and she went, and this was what the Queen said. She said, "The audience were very helpful, weren't they?" It kind of felt like she was saying, I mean, you were shit, but we got you there. And I didn't know what to say, so I said, well, yeah, yes, Your Majesty, I think... This is what I said. I think when one makes the effort to travel to Blackpool, the audience appreciates the effort one has gone to. And then she looked at me and she went, and then she started to walk on to Roy Walker, and then she stopped, and she looked back, she said, did you fly here just for this show? And I said, no, Your Majesty, I have been here for a month, but I am flying back to Australia first thing tomorrow. And then she said, ah, yes, so you can have a real Christmas.